Before I get into it, you can get 10% off games or get 50% off your first in-app purchase from any free games that you download. Just use promo code VRReviews at checkout to save yourself some money. And if you're after a Quest 3 or Quest 3S, you can get $30 in free Quest cash when you use my affiliate links to purchase one, details in the description. We are checking out something brand new for horror fans and VR enthusiasts alike. This is the Blumhouse Enhanced Cinema app. It's available now for the Meta Quest 3 and Quest 3S. Free to download, but the movies themselves will cost you $4.99 each to rent. Notice I said to rent, something I'll talk about a bit later. Now the idea to this app is bringing horror films alive. Films like Megan and The Black Phone into an immersive 3D spatial experience that isn't contained within the large screen, but actually surrounds you, actually bleeds out into your environment. It sounds absolutely incredible, but does it actually deliver? Let's find out. By the way, just from the outset, I should say that you're going to see recorded footage that wasn't done by me, and that's not because I'm lazy that I'm using other people's footage. It's because, for obvious reasons, the Quest won't let you record while in the app, or it lets you record, but the recording is all kind of messed up. The app is currently only available in the USA. I'm in Australia, but I can access it because I'm part of the Meta program. Otherwise, you're out of luck. Now, I don't think this is a Meta restriction. I believe it probably has something to do with the studio licensing and streaming rights held by NBC Universal, who own Blumhouse Films. I imagine if the app performs well in the US, there's a good chance they'll expand to other regions. So like I mentioned, this app is not just watching a movie on a virtual screen, it's horror that spills out into your actual living space. As the description says, this is horror that hits harder, and with these immersive effects, spatial audio, and scenes that extend beyond the frame, it hopes to give you a horror experience like no other. Now you get two featured films to start with. It's The Black Phone, and this is where a kidnapped boy communicates with the killer's past victims using a phone. And then there's Megan. This is the AI doll horror story reimagined in a new VR enhanced format. So both have that feature to extend past the screen and transform your space. And I've currently watched Black Phone from the beginning to the end, and let me tell you that the visual effects and the sound design are genuinely impressive. The spatial audio pulls you into the world. I'm talking footsteps behind you or creaks from the next room. And the feature that extends past the screen, transforming your space, it really works. And while not every moment hits perfectly, when the timing does line up, it's fantastic. So the images on screen will show you what I'm trying to describe here. Like in this scene from The Black Phone, the floor, the cracked walls, even the bottle from the film appear in your actual space and begins to mirror the on-screen movements, like spinning around like you see here. It's a really cool effect. But like anything VR, you're not really going to get the full experience until you actually try it for yourself. And it is free to download and free to preview those films, so you can get a taste of it right now completely free. I'll have a link in the description. It's what really VR is all about, in my opinion. I've got to say, this is the closest I've ever felt to feeling like I'm actually inside a film. Now let's get on to where the app stumbles, and it's mostly here with accessibility and some of the design decisions itself. So first up, like I said, there's rental, but that's the only option. It's rental only. You can rent a movie for 48 hours and watch it up to 3 times. After that, it's gone. No option to buy, no option to own, and it's locked to a single headset account. And I honestly wouldn't mind paying a bit extra to buy the movie outright, just so I can revisit those experiences, or some of those experiences, time and time again, or share them with friends. But having to rent it every time really kills that replay value and limits the app, in my opinion. So keep the rent option is what I'm saying, but just add a purchase option. And I think that will improve the app massively, because I see this feature, or lack of feature, really putting a lot of people off. Now there's the other big issue here, and that is there's no social viewing. We all enjoy, or most of us do, watching movies with friends, and I happen to be in that category too. So imagine watching some of these horror experiences with others, reacting together. That's the dream, but right now the app is 100% solo. So look, here's my final take. The Blumhouse Enhanced Cinema app shows real promise. This is what I think is the first major step towards true immersive cinema experiences, not just watching a movie, but being inside it. You can download the app for free, like I say, and preview some of the movies just to get an experience of what it's like, of what I'm talking about, so you don't have to shell out a dime just to try it for yourself. And I've got to say, it looks incredible, delivers something genuinely new. But the business model here needs work. Renting only in VR just doesn't make sense in the long term. I think they can make a lot more money with a buy option and please a lot more of their users. So give us an ownership option and also add a social mode, so you can watch it with at least one friend, but the more the merrier. Do those two things and this could easily become the go-to app for immersive cinema. Until then, I think it's an awesome concept, definitely worth a try, but at the moment a few too many ghosts in the machine. If you found this review helpful, do like, subscribe for more VR content like this. Let me know in the comments what you think of the app. Would you rent a movie in VR? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching as always, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye for now.